back. John Draws here again, coming to you from Comb Square Music. Today I'm going to start talking to you about paradiddles. It's one of my favorite rudiments. Some drummers ask, what's a rudiment? They're just patterns that drummers play. Different patterns, once you learn them, you can put them in songs and make music out of them. Some people feel like rudiments are just for people like in drumline, drum corps, marching band. But there are several rudiments that I find very useful on the drum set that I'm going to show to you. Today we're going to start with the paradiddle. Now, paradiddle is a combination of single strokes and double strokes that are all spaced apart evenly. If you don't know what a double stroke is, I have a video. Go back and watch my double stroke video. You can talk about how you play a double stroke and what a double stroke is. There's lots of different types of paradiddles. Today we're going to start talking about the single paradiddle, kind of the basic paradiddle. It's two single strokes, right, left, and then two double strokes in the right hand, right, right. And then it switches hands, and they play the same thing with opposite sticking, left, right, and then two strokes in the left hand, a double stroke. So back to back, that's paradiddle, paradiddle. If you say the word paradiddle over it, when you say the diddle part, that's what a double stroke is. A diddle means a double stroke. That's the same speed as the single strokes around it. Okay, there's two basic ways to play paradiddles. You should practice them both ways. One is where all the notes are even. Another one where there's accents in them. No matter which way you're playing them, always play on purpose. Don't just kind of play kind of an accent because your arm moves or something. Okay? If it's an accent, play an accent on purpose. And let it be an accent. If it's not an accent, have it not be an accent. Have all the notes be even. Don't just have accidental accents. Put the accents where you want them, when you want them. Practice on purpose, play on purpose. So that's your basic single paradiddle. If I can get the software figured out, I'm going to put the sticking down below. Here's some of them back to back, about this speed. 1, 2, ready, play. Here would be the same thing, the first note being an accent. Notice when I'm playing accents, you want to have a big difference between the notes that are accented and the notes that are not accented. The ones that are not accented, we call those ghost notes or tap strokes. A nice full sounding note. It doesn't come up very high is all. So it's definitely going to sound different than the accent. So it's well defined. Now, that's the basic single paradiddle pattern. And there's three variations. So there's the original way plus the other ways. It makes kind of 4 ways to play the single paradiddle. I can put that diddle in the front. So instead of doing 2 singles and double stroke, I can do a double stroke first, and then 2 singles. And that would repeat in the left hand lead. 2 double strokes, then 2 single strokes. It would look like this. 1, 2, ready, play. Okay? And now with the accents, with that same pattern shifted around backwards, the accents would come on the and. 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. Sound like this. I like to end on an accent to kind of end strong when I play stuff. Third variation is having the 2 notes in the middle. The 1 E and a, 2 E and a. We can double stroke. 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. Play them all even, we sound like this. Now if I were to play an accent with that, the accent in that pattern would come on the L1 E and A2 E and A3 E and A4 E and A1. So here's how it sounds with the accents. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now, some people, this is kind of the weird pattern. When I play notes back to back, I'm going to have the 1 E and and then 2 of the next beat will be my double stroke. 1 E and A, 2 E and A, 3 E and A, 4 E and A, 1 E and A, 2 E and. So it's kind of crossing over the beat. So the first and last note of the beat is where the double stroke is. Here's how that sounds back to back in the pattern. 1, 2, ready, play. Alright, now I'm going to play it with the accents, and this pattern, the accent would come on the E. 1 E and A, 2 E and A, 3 E and A, 4 E and A. Here's what it sounds like. Again, I like to end with one as an accent so I kind of know where I'm starting, where I'm finishing up there. Alright, so that's kind of the 4 basic single paradiddles. Here's some exercises you can play to help to develop these. One way I play them, I play a measure of what I would call a check pattern. Just 1 E and A, 2 E and A, 3 E and A, 4 E and A. And the next measure would sound the same, but it would be paradiddles. It would look like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that was with no accents, everything's even. It's good to play like 2 or 4 measures at a time, stop to play it again. That way your brain gets a moment to reset. If you've lost concentration or if you missed up a sticking, you restart it, keep the loop going. Okay? Here's the same pattern, but with accents. Again, when I'm playing with accents, the notes that are accented, the notes that are not accented, there's a big difference. You definitely want to hear the accents. They should know they're accents. They sound like accents. I'm playing the accents on purpose. Everything I do, I want to do because I chose to play it, not because something just happened to come out of the drum. Yeah. The second way that I practice these is as 30-second notes. It's going to mimic a roll exercise. Back when I did double stroke video, I had exercises like this. I could play the same sort of thing, but where there were 30-second note rolls, I'm going to play 30-second note paradiddles. I can do this like at a slow tempo or a medium slow tempo, kind of like this. And you're going to want to play that as slowly as you need to. If you're just learning this for the first time, you have to play it very slow and deliberate. Where it kind of feels like 1 and 2 and 3 E and a 4 E and a. It's more important to play it well than it is to play it fast. If you play it well now, you'll play it well and fast down the road. Once you can play it completely relaxed with no tension and no effort, then you can speed it up. Again, I'll start slow, like 80 beats a minute. If you have to, even down to 60 beats a minute. And, play it well. Then start to speed it up, it starts to sound more like a roll. One more thing I want to mention that's neat with paradiddles is playing them in a quarter note triplet pattern. If I'm playing 4/4 time, I've got 4 beats per measure. If I put 6 notes on a beat, it's called a sextuplet, and do it for 2 counts, 6 plus 6 is 12. 1, 2. Now, if I take those 12 notes and put them in groups of 4, 12 divided by 4 is 3. The accent that I'm playing there forms what we call quarter note triplet. I'm hitting 3 accents in the space of 2 beats. It's kind of a 2 against 3 feeling, which is one of my favorite things to play. But I'm filling the notes, they're kind of going by fast. 1, 2, triple, that. 1, 2, triple, that. If it's a 4-note pattern, and a paradiddle is a 4-note pattern, this fits well to play as a paradiddle. This makes a real kind of fun thing to play on the drums. The notes are coming out kind of fast, but it isn't that hard to play, but it sounds cool. So, time's running out here. There's going to be a part 2 to this video where I'm going to be on the drum set showing you how to apply that. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.